Hello everyone, myself Sangeeta from Upper Public School. Today we'll continue fourth chapter continuation, that is sorting materials into group. Before to start the lesson, once we recall what we have learned in the last class. So we have learned the some topics. First topic we have learned object around us. Yes, in this topic, we have made the group depend upon their color, shape, and uses. Yes, example, we took the which are material made from paper and wood. We have separate the group. Also, we have separate the group depend upon their shape, color. Sorry, round shape. We took the round shape and we separated into group. So we collected many objects and we made the groups. Also, we have learned about the one object can make many materials. Example, like plastic. It is a material. So from the plastic, we make many objects like glass, chair, plastic toys. Yes, that also we have learned in the last class. Also, we have learned that one object is made up of many materials. Example, like a tumbler, that is a glass. So glass can be made from the material glass, from the steel, paper glass, plastic glass, yes, rubber glass also we can make, yes. So one object can make, we can make a many objects depend upon this group, depend upon this characteristic. We separated the materials into a group. So also we have learned the properties of a material. So what is the first property we have learned? That is appearance. We also learn properties of material. In that first, appearance. So I have explained about the appearance. By seeing the outer structure, we can give the characteristic of a person. Yes, I told about the color. Like some person will be white, some will be very dark in color. Yes. So same way in the material also depend upon the shiny things, which are shine, which are not shiny things. Depend upon the shiny and non-shiny materials, we are make into a group. It is from the outer side. Also, we have learned that the object like to store the water. So, which material we require? Like a plastic container or a metal container. So, we can store the liquid form like in water. But we want to store the water, we can't use the material like a paper or a cloth. So depend upon the outer surface, outer appearance, the object also make into a group. So also we have learned the second property, hardness. Hardness, again two things, that is soft and hard. Yes, the soft is those objects can easily compress, easily can press. That object are called soft, and those objects which are it is get difficult to compress. Such materials are called hard materials. Example, rubber, here stone. Yes, this have been learned the second property. Next one, we have the float and sink materials. Those objects can easily float on water. Such objects are called floating material. Those objects can easily settle down in water. Those materials are called sinking materials. Yes. So we will move to the next topics. We move to the next property, that is soluble and insoluble. So up to the float and sink material we have learned in the previous class. In this class, we learn the next property, that is soluble and insoluble materials. Yes. I hope that all of you remember what this topics like a soluble and insoluble. So what is soluble? Soluble, those objects or material easily dissolve in water. It is called soluble substance. Example, sugar, salt, cocoa powder, soda, that all can easily dissolve, completely dissolve in the water. Such materials are called soluble material. Soluble, those substance can be dissolved completely in water. Those substances are called soluble substance. Example, salt, sugar, etc. Yes. Next is the insoluble. Those objects or those substances cannot be dissolved in water. Those substances are called insoluble substance. Example, sand, grains, stone. Yes, these are the example for a insoluble materials. So I will show you how some solid will be dissolved in the water, some solid will be doesn't dissolve in the water. So same way, liquid also, all the liquid will not dissolve in the water. Some liquid will be dissolve, some will be remain in the water. Same in the gas also, some gases will be dissolved in water, some will be remain in the water. First we start with the solid. Solid. I show you practically. So it is a glass. In that glass, I took the water. Yes. In that, I will take a sugar. Sugar is in the solid form. Yes. You take a half teaspoon of sugar, add in the water, stir it. Yes. Stir up to where the sugar will be dissolved in the water. It will be dissolved, but it will take a little bit time to dissolve. Yes. We took the half teaspoon of sugar. Now it will be left over little bit. So after some time it will be fully dissolved sugar in the water. So it is an example for a soluble substance in the solid form. Same way you take a salt also in the solid form and pour in water. Stir it. Yes, salt is fully dissolved in the water. So it are the some of the example for a soluble substance. Now I move to the insoluble substance. Like example, so in my hand we have a grains like a rice. Same in the glass I took some water. Now I am adding a rice. Yes. Now you take spoon, mix it. Yes. It is a dissolved? No, it is a didn't dissolve. So what it is a insoluble substance. Same way. You take wood. Or we can add some dust particles so it will be remain in the water. So the wood also will be cannot dissolve in the water. So it is an example for a insoluble substance. Which material we took? We took the solid material. Yes. Then next we move to the liquid. Same. In my hand I have glass of water. In that I took a liquid. It is a coconut water. It is in the liquid form. Now pour some drop of a coconut water in the water. Yes, what happened? The water is fully dissolved. So it is an example for a soluble. Now same again, take a water in the glass. You add drop of oil. So oil also is in a liquid form. Yes. In this glass of water, you add some amount of drop of water. You stir it. Mix well. Yes. So oil cannot be mixed in the water. So it is an example for a insoluble. Which form we took in the liquid form. Yes. Got it? So next is the gases. Yes. So it is a water. Yes. Already water has some gases. What is the formula of water? Formula that is H2O. H means hydrogen. O means oxygen. So hydrogen, oxygen. These are the gases. Yes, you know already the water is a dissolved gas like a oxygen and hydrogen. So I will show another like gas. So it is a agarbatti. Yeah. In that agarbatti, some gases are coming out. So you see, we add in water. Yes, the gas is fully dissolved in the water. So these are the some example for a soluble, insoluble, that is in the solid form, liquid form, and gaseous form. From this, why I have shown this example that all substance will be doesn't dissolve in the water. Some will be left, some will be dissolved, some will be left in the water. Yes, I hope you understood this. topic. So we'll move to the next topic. Next property is transparent. Transparent. So what is transparent? The object or material which can be seen clearly, those objects are called transparent. Yes. Those material or object through we can be seen clearly is known as transparent. Example: plastic, water, glass. Yes, those objects or material through which we can see clearly, those objects are called transparent object. Example: plastic, water, glass. Yes, it is a plastic glass. Yes, so it is a empty. Yes, through that empty we can see the other side what objects are present, and this glass having a water, so we can clearly see the water present in the glass. Yes, by through this plastic material. Yes, and in the water we can also see the clearly what are the material present in the water. So water also is an example for a transparent. Yes, we move to the next topic, next property. Translucent object. Here, those material or object through we can be seen but not clearly. So these objects are known as translucent. Yes. Example: oily patches on paper, fire, etc. Yes. Next property, translucent. Those material or object through we can see but not clearly, those objects are known as translucent object. Example: oily patches on paper or fire. Yes. Yes, it is a paper. In that paper we have oily things. Through this oily paper we can see the object but not clearly. So those objects or such materials are known as translucent object. Now can take torch also. Torch, yes, that you hold the fingers on the torch. So through that we can see the beam of red light is coming out. Through that, yes, through that we can see the object in other side but not clearly. And in fire, when fire is burning, Through that fire, we can see the object what is in other side, but not clearly. So these are the some of the examples for a translucent object. So we move to the next property, that is opaque. Here there are some materials through that cannot be seen. So those object is known as opaque object. Example: wood, stone, book, wall, etc. Through that, so what is the opaque object? Those objects, or there are some materials through that we cannot see at all. We can't see anything. Yes, what the other side is present. So those objects are called as opaque object. Example: wood, stone, book, wall. Yes. So it is a wood. When we hold front of our face, we can't see the what is the other side object is present. Completely blank. Yes. So such objects are called opaque object. Stone. Yes, stone also. Through the book also, we can't see the what is present in other side. So these are the some of the example for a opaque object. So these are the some of the property. Through that properties, we can separate the objects in a group. So those objects having a such property, like a transparent object, we keep in a one group. Those property having a transparent, we keep in another group. And those property having a soft, hard, soluble, insoluble, appearance, that all we keep in a separate. It will make our work get be easy. So once we recall once again, what we learn in this lesson, that is the first property, that is soluble and insoluble. Soluble, insoluble. Substance, material, object, any can be same. Next topic, that is the transparency, also we can say, transparent also we can be seen. Next is translucent. Next is the opaque. This we have learned in this class. In the previous, we also learned the many other properties like appearance, hardness, in that again soft, hard. Next is the glowed, sink. So these are the some of the properties. Through that properties, by using these all properties, we can separate the objects into a many groups. May depend it is in a solid form, liquid form, or different colors, shape, uses. Through that, we can easily sort the materials. Yes, sorting is nothing but making a group. Depend upon the color, shape, size, uses, that all. So this is complete your fourth chapter, sorting material into a group. So I hope that all of you understood this lesson clearly. Yes. So we'll meet in the next class. Thank you. Bye.